Good morning. Today I'm going to walk through the Draftkings and Fanduel slates for Black Friday. It's always one of my favorite slates of the year, so I'm excited. All right, let's take a look at some of the players on Draftkings with a high projection per dollar. So Genti's kind of insane. I don't know if you can play him at 14K. Yeah, there are definitely some good value spots here. Daniels is kind of hard to trust, but I can see it. I'd probably rather just go to EGAD versus Stanford. This should be a smash spot. Teams have been crushing Stanford all year. Anthony, this is a great price. Caden Lee and Watkins are fine. It looks like there's not going to be Trey Harris again. I think Shadur's fine in all formats with all the value, and he's been so safe. Barnes, we need to see for sure if Petrus is out, which makes him like somebody I want exposure to, but I think the cash build is probably Shadur, Navarro, Marshall. Like start there. And I think Anthony is a cash play too, so that should make for a pretty nice build. One of our members mentioned Dawn. He's fine too. Trying to think of stack rules. I'd probably want Mosley with, or sorry, not Mosley. EGAT with no less than one. And then I'll just try to game stack the Stanford San Jose State game. I know Will Shepard's pretty cheap on FanDuel. Let's see what he is here. Not a great price. So I think you can honestly run Shador naked with just how many guys there are. Just gonna be hard. Miller might be a guy that I look to. So this rule will probably boost up Miller, and then somebody I want to like more than the field is Smith. So let's see what we get here. Yeah, it's a good slate. So Colorado State has a huge total. Boise does too, but Gent's like insanely priced. This is a good game stack with 65 points. So some of the, with it being week 14 and some of these teams can't make a bowl game, this is definitely the bowl game for Oklahoma State, for Stanford. So Ohio has a huge total. Yeah, this one's interesting. The dart double stack. I could see that. Um, so there's enough value to get Travis Hunter in, not if you play Genty. And I'll probably make a maybe a 50% global max, just so we, you can't go 100% on a running back in a contact sport. Um, but yeah, I like the how much is Mosley? He's somebody I really like. And then yeah, there's cheap receivers, so um where's my guy Mosley? How much is he? Yeah, it's not an incredible price, but still somebody I want a lot of exposure to. So I'm I'm happy with who we're getting. I'm just gonna make a 50% global max. And then if I'm playing Smith, I feel like I want Shador because both guys are probably doing well if Oklahoma State's feisty. So let's see what we get with in Smith. I'm probably gonna have to force in. So you get I need Watson's kind of interesting. Um, that may be more of a Fanduel play. Um, but I feel like if I even have 20%, then I'm way over the field. And then Navarro's a smash play. Who else do I like? I don't know. It's a fun slate. Let's see what we get with the updates. All right, so a lot of Shador. I'm probably gonna bump down. I think Daniels is something I'm fine with. Is like a QB4. Um, so our guy Miller, our guy Mosley. Yeah, there's so much. There, like guys like Wilson and Vinny Anthony are so cheap that it's you're really gonna have to boost up guys you want in order to get a decent amount. Um, and then Gio Lopez, he's expen- he's expensive, but there's value here. So sometimes I'll make somebody 10% minimum, 20% maximum to get some exposure to that player. Um, wish I liked running back better. I might boost Marshall just because I just wish, I don't know. We might have to boost up Ollie too to get him in. Um, where's Ollie? I kind of I like Ollie a lot because this should be it for. I think this is it for him. He's gonna um, start the draft process, so um, he has a huge ceiling, and I think a lot of people are hung up from how bad he was in the beginning of the season. Harris has been good for ECU. Um, who else? I don't know. I don't know if I trust like a lot of this range, which makes it hard because basically all the running backs worth playing are like Tyus and up pretty much, or Harrison up. Let's see what we're getting in flex. I want to show that because I feel like it's a receiver slate. And look, it is. We're getting a lot of wide receiver and flex. So making rules for flex, sometimes you just don't need to because the optimizer's basically doing it without like a rule there. There's only 5% running back. So, all right, we have Shadur. We loves Daniels. Uh, so this is good. Ugh, running backs like a little scary today. Um, but these are guys I like. Um, I think I'll run it again and we'll move over to Fanduel. Fanduel is, as always, on a main slate. It's different because we have the 3 extra night games, and Georgia has a huge team total. And Georgia Tech can be feisty, so I think I like this game better than the field does. Obviously, like the Stanford San Jose State game. I like Ohio. I like obviously the Oklahoma State Colorado game. I like again. Um, so let's see what we get. Genti's definitely more. He's like 2,000 cheaper on FanDuel, so he's definitely more attainable. Um, yeah, Shador is probably going to be the highest stone quarterback, I imagine. Navarro, fine play too. Um, so let's see what we get over on the FanDuel. Yeah, so Smith, I'm definitely going to have to boost when you have two guys like this, where one's projected so much higher and they're cheaper. You're not going to get Smith unless you change around the projections. So it's a lot more balanced at quarterback, I think. Um, a lot of Genti, a lot of I'm gonna boost Frazier and Tyus, but it's a great running back card. Um, Marshall's so cheap that I think he's gonna be chalk on both sites, but it's good chalk. Then these three are like some of my favorites. Um, let's run it again and see what we get. Trying to see who else I want to add. Okay, let's run it again. I might do that. I'll probably do that same stack boost rule with Smith. Oops. Oops. So this rule I did with EGET, then you would get um you're not locked into getting Daniels, but you would get one of the Stanford receivers. So I like that rule. All right, I think we're looking good. Um, okay, I'll get this uploaded. Have a great day, everyone. Enjoy your Black Friday.